Hello all, this is your friend Taro TK, and today I'm going to predict about US elections and the way beyond. Thanks to Taro Spread Replicator for helping me use their templates for drawing the tarot cards. So, with the blessings of the universe and with the wisdom of the divine bestowed to me, and along with the gift of intuition, today I'll be giving you some predictions about the upcoming US elections and what may happen after that and beyond. First of all, let us look at America as what it was and what it is and what it will be. America, as we see, the Ten of Pentacles indicates that it was not just a normal nation, it was a superpower. It is a superpower. It is known for both its hard power and soft power, and it has been one of the most significant global players in the past 30 40 years. And this power and wealth has changed the dynamics and the way business is done or the way things are done after the 21st century has changed. And the present, the Two of Cups is indicating that there is a compromise, there is an adjustment which is happening to America and in America, which will have a significant impact for everybody. And this compromise and adjustment will have certain sacrifices and certain heartache to America. I would like to believe that America is going through a churn, and I'm of the firm belief. I think that America is going through a big churn, and the next 2 3 decades it will become evident. In regards to the presidential nominees, Donald Trump, Mr. Trump, is being very defensive. The Nine of Wands is indicating that after the recent diagnosis of his illness, he may be a bit physically weak, but at the same time, the man could be taking a lot of precautions on all spheres. And when it comes to Mr. Joe Biden, I see a tower for him. The tower is a much more powerful card compared to Nine of Wands because I believe that certain fundamentals for Mr. Joe Biden may not be as strong for him as it is required. When I come to the vice presidential nominees, the Seven of Cups is indicating that Mike Pence, the man is having a burnout. He's having a tough time prioritizing things for himself, for Donald Trump, for his party, and for his job in general. But at the same time, on the other hand, Kamala Harris, the Seven of Pentacles, she's slowly reaping the benefits for all the groundwork that she has done, and all the connections, and all the right moves that she has made all these days. And as a whole, as a team, and I see Kamala and Biden, the Democrat team looks more stronger. And there could be certain issues with Trump and Pence team which could make them lose a few states which they believe would come to them. And when it comes to team Biden and Kamala Harris, my intuition says that Kamala Harris will be seen as a major important player for the victory of the election. And as a whole, the team is being supported by many important organizations. When I look at the geopolitical interest, looking at both the parties and both the teams, the powers which are friendly to Biden and Kamala, they may be happy at the outcome of the election. they will become more assertive in believing that what they thought was right. And if Trump loses, or if Team Trump loses, they could be more assertive in demanding certain strategic objectives from the Biden presidency. In regards to people who are supporting Trump, organizations and countries and leaders who are supporting Trump, I see the fool. It doesn't indicate that they will be fooled, but certain key players and global players who are friendly to Trump or not friendly to the Democrats or to Mr. Biden may need to rethink their strategies. They will rethink their strategies and work with Team Biden because, based on what I see in the cards, there's a significant probability that Biden may win. And numerologically, I believe Biden is a master life path number 11 by certain calculations, and Donald Trump is a master builder number, and the election is happening in November, and Donald Trump is also going through a master life path age. So is Kamala Harris. So even for many intuitive readers and psychics all over the world, it is very hard to predict on who may win the election. But nevertheless, this will be one of the most important elections in American history. And from now on, after this election, America as a nation, as we know, will change, will undergo a big change. Some of the issues I see in regards to the results of the election is that first, the fire swords. If you guys remember, in 2000 there was an election between Mr. Bush and Mr. Al Gore. What happened was nobody knew what was the result of the election. People were very concerned. I believe something of that sort may happen where the mail in votes may not come in time. There'll be some bullying that once person has won, there'll be some impatience, stress. The media may report news that there's been a deception and lack of communication and coordination, and that has led us to where we are today. And most probably, my intuition says, my gut says, the results will not come on November 3rd. The second is the Two of Pentacles is indicating that the stress or the impatience which people are having may only be temporary, but it will surely be there for some time. It may cause a bit of an imbalance, and people on either side of the spectrum may say that this certain person is not my president, is not my vote, and this is not my election, and people may declare it not my president. And when it comes to the first declaration or the declaration of the results, my worry is that in the first week of November, due to the impatience and unrest, each side may declare themselves as the winner because they may count certain states and says, okay, this is my state, I won this, I didn't win this, or you won this, I won the state which you were supposed to win. And what I am a bit concerned is that until December, we may not get a clarity on who really won the election. People may feel trapped, uncertainty will prevail. And the final declaration will happen, but it may take at least 3 weeks or more than 2 weeks. And I would like to, my intuition says, this is my intuition speaking. I believe that Team Biden and Harris will win the election because, as I said, Kamala Harris looks like a big significant player in this election. and let me point out the reasons why later through the other cards. The winner, whoever wins the election, suppose, as I said, due to the world card, if Team Biden wins, the Democrats create will be aggressive in indicating that the system is not as right as it's supposed to be. They will change, or they will try to change the system, or indicate the need to change the system. The bipartisanship debates will happen. It may be having massive opposition on all spheres within and without the party. And the losing side, that's not called the loser, the side which loses, will release and declassify certain important information, will disseminate some information to the public, and there could be accused of misusing or abusing power. So if Team Biden wins, before Trump leaves the office, before Mr. Donald Trump leaves the office, he could be accused of abusing his power and releasing some classified information. And based on one of the cards I saw, it could also indicate some very important news, such as extraterrestrial life, cure for many diseases which are hidden, and much more. What I'm trying to imply is that certain information about the world, certain secrets of the world, which was hidden for all this while, which was only shown in fictional TV shows, may come out. Dirty secrets will come out. Scandals will come out. Revelations will be out. And it is just the beginning. As I see to the economy will rebound. There'll be a new beginning. No matter who is the president, Donald Trump's policies may stay longer, long after he has left the office. In this case, cryptocurrency as the new normal may begin to take shape soon after the election. Even a possible vaccine or a better treatment for COVID 19 may not be far off as soon as the elections get over. It looks like a karmic reaction and looks like a karmic action. The impact of COVID, as I see with the High Priestess, has to do more with the society where people will become increasingly spiritual and seek solace in divinity. The family values, which may have been forgotten or been sidelined, will be revived, resurrected, and relished. There'll be more health conscious attitudes and behavior upcoming from this year, and at the same time, it is possible that there may be a baby booming period by the end of this year and for the first 3 months of 2021. The geopolitical impact all over the world, if Team Biden wins, and the Middle East, countries which are not friendly to the United States in the Middle East, they may feel like they need to be more assertive. The world as a whole, the countries which are not friendly to US will become, or let's say that countries which are not friendly to Trump, the leaders who are not friendly to Trump, people who do not want Donald Trump, they will become more assertive. They will take some self-interested actions. When I look at countries like Iran from these cards, Iran may work towards asserting itself in the Middle East more powerfully than ever before. China will become more stronger in terms of being a key player in the world. But at the same time, many countries which may be friendly to Trump or any country all over the world, they will be taking self-interested actions. They will look at what what's in it for me, especially after this election. There will be two issues for many countries all over the world by November, December, which is the first is law and order. There'll be a lot of precautions taken to avoid any issues with law and order. And secondly, economically, if you see, a lot of fiscal or economic actions or some reforms or small key decisions which needs to be made will be made. America's future, which I see with the four of swords down here, is that there will be a period of anxiety, worry, insecurity, and there'll be a period of detox from all of this, and it will take a good amount of time. But one thing I'm also worried is if Mr. Biden wants to leave the presidency before his term ends, say by 2022 or 23, Kamala Harris may succeed him as the president, and that could be the first time a very key important event in history because she could be the first lady president of the United States. And that could be one of the indications which I see in the cards. And with justice, a decade long impact is awaiting for the whole world. It will be a decade of tough learning, just like how baby boomers post the war learned from. Like it or not, my intuition says we're already in World War of some kind, like a World War III. As we go into the decade, rather than unipolar or bipolar world, like a Cold War era, down the lane in a decade we'll have a multipolar world. Or to make it more simple, regionalization. Regionalization than globalization will be a very important thing. For example, in Europe, if a country is a key player, it will be seen as a regional power or not a global power. In Asia, certain countries. In the Middle East, certain countries. In Africa, a few countries. In South America, a few countries, and say America in North America. So, this justice card at the final end is also indicating that we will be learning a lot of things in the next decade. And with the blessings of the Almighty, I hope and pray that we are all safe. And as humans, we evolve to the next stage and we are able to not just prevent, but also able to get over the politics of hate or the politics of dislike and come together as humans as a whole and spread love, humanity, kindness. And I sincerely pray that the Almighty gives us the ability to forgive, if not forget, and let us wait for justice to happen, as I see in the final card, number 11. And this is also one reason why, number 11, I am of the firm opinion or belief that Team Biden may win. And let us see what how it turns out to be. Thank you all for patiently watching. This is Tarot TK signing off. And if you would like a private session, please reach out to me. And thank you so much.